Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. It's time for our neighborhood chat. All right. Before we get started on that, though, we have to take care of two things. Number one, get your drink and your snack before you come into the YouTube room. It's amazing how many people I can fit into this room. I have plenty to drink. You may want to bring your own drink. That's fine. Number two is tomorrow, Saturday, February the 18th, I'm going to be going live at 11:30 Central to give away a $25 Amazon gift card. I'll be drawing someone's name who did a 30-second to 2-minute video shouting out my YouTube channel. I'm trying to reach 1,000 neighbors. I lack about 110 neighbors and probably about 100 watch hours, and I'll have everything that I need. But I'm gonna put, and I had like 15 people to do that, to shout me out. But who's to say we won't have a couple of more drawings? Because Nora, she's gonna give, the Stock Explorer, Nora, is gonna give a $10 Amazon gift card. We may combine the 25 and the 10 together and make 35 for the winner. Or we may break that into two giveaways. I don't know yet. Most likely we'll put it together. But anyway, come on over to It's Me Angie's channel and join us at 11:30 Central tomorrow for that giveaway. Well, here we go. We're going to do the neighborhood chat. Now, today is probably not going to be an easy thing to listen to. Don't be afraid. It's okay. We're all adults. We can handle it. But today we're going to talk about leaving a relationship that we really shouldn't be in. You know, I'm not talking about a marriage. I'm not talking about a significant other relationship only. I'm talking about a friendship, even family. I mean, sometimes you just have to get away from someone that is, let's just say, we use the word, you know, people say they're killing me. They're smothering me. I can't do anything. They make me feel bad. Okay, that could be anyone. That doesn't have to be a spouse, a partner. That can be anybody that has a close relationship with someone that is not healthy. I've found in my lifetime that there's marriages that aren't healthy. And I know y'all think I've had a lot of jobs, but I do have an associate's degree in paralegal, and I used to work for attorneys. And the last attorney I worked for I would say maybe less than a year, she did divorces. Well, I learned then that, you know, sometimes people divorce not because they can't stand each other anymore, or they just grow apart and they can't live together. They're going down two separate roads. One of them's going down Highway 51. The other one's going down Highway 84. That's two highways in my area. And it's not that they just can't come together. They're not meeting on the same highway. So they have to separate and no longer live together. Then you do have some that are very bad, that will fight over the spoons and the forks and the towels and the dish towels. You know, you have all kind of relationships. But I'm here to tell you, don't stay in a relationship that is causing you pain, causing you to feel less than who you are. You're allowing someone to put you down, to say bad things about you, to use you, to only want you around for what you can do for them. Some marriages is only one-sided. They want one partner to take care of everything, pay all the bills, be the one to work all the time, take care of any situation that arises. They don't want to take care of anything. All they want to do is just come in and sleep and eat and do whatever they want to do. Don't let someone use you like that. You are better than that. You deserve better than that. And you say, well, it's me, Angie. I've been in this relationship for 10, 15, 20 years. I mean, it's just all I know. I'm afraid to do anything else. No, you've got to change it because you deserve to be happy. Now, especially if that person's not going to change. And you know if they've been that way for that many years, they're not. And if we think about it, and I know in my case, sometimes you allow the person to be the way they are. I found myself in relationships where I've allowed a person to get away with things and they just think that's the norm. And, saying ugly things to me or treating me ugly or talking about me behind my back or not, when it comes to a significant other, a spouse or a partner, it's supposed to be, we help each other. It's not supposed to be one-sided. Especially, I don't know why it's more acceptable in society for a woman not to work than a man not to work. But for some reason, it's looked down upon if a man does not hold a job and take care of his family. Now, I had a cousin of mine who had a husband that I think he changed jobs every time the wind changed direction. He never would stay at a job very long. He never really liked to work. She worked, and I mean really worked at a job for years and carried most of the load in the household. But we never know why we tolerate stuff like that, or why we can look at somebody else's situation and say, oh, why do they live like that? Why do they let that person treat them that way? Why do they let their partner or spouse speak to them that way? I can't answer that question for anybody else. But I know for a fact that, especially after you have children, you tolerate more than you would if you didn't have children from a spouse or a partner. Because you're trying to keep that family unit together. You don't want it to split up. Well, at least that's what I would think. I would want to keep my family together because I wanted my children to grow up in a home with a mother and a father that lived in the same house, that didn't live separate lives. But when you have someone, even a friend, I mean, if you have a friend that you hang out with all the time and you think they're your best friend, but all they do is put you down and talk about you and tell you need to lose weight, you need to gain weight, you need to not put up with your spouse, you need to do this with your kids, you need to do that, you need to discipline this child. If they're telling you all that, no, don't. You can think for yourself. You don't have to have somebody telling you what you're supposed to do unless you ask for advice. Now, that's your perfect friend. The one that you go to, that you ask their advice. It's not one that is constantly telling you how sorry you are for living with somebody or you need to make a change or, they're just steady harping on you about doing something. All they're there for is to love you and to be there for you when you do have to go through something. Maybe there's family members that doesn't mean that you don't love any of these people, but sometimes you just have to get away from them. I mean, it could be family members that you need to step back and not be around, which is fine. Like I said, it doesn't mean you don't love them. You just cannot be around them. Some family members cause drama. They bring it with them. It's like they have this gift for it. And you just can't be around it. You don't have to be. There's no law that says you have to be around your family just because they're your family. I'm not saying lose all communication with them. I'm just saying don't be around them to the point where they cause you to be depressed or feel bad about yourself or cause you to not be able to sleep at night. No, nothing's worth that. Stress can tear your body down. It can cause you to have physical problems. And I've told this before on my channel. You know, my heart doctor told me after I had my pacemaker, he said, do you want to live a long life from this point on? And I said, well, of course I do. He said, get rid of any stress that you have. He said, undo stress. He said, now, I know life is stressful. He said, I'm talking about a job, a family member, a friend, anything, church, anything that's causing you stress that you don't have to have in your life, get rid of it. It's not necessary. And you say, well, it's me, Angie. I can't get rid of the stress I'm under because if I do, I would have to get rid of everything in my life. Okay, let's just say that's true. Well, if that is true, take a break. Take a break. Take a time out. Go somewhere. If you can't leave your home, go into a room and say, okay, 2 hours a day is mine. I'm going to spend it with me. If it's nothing but just go in there and sit and don't do anything else. If it's read a book, if it's walking outside, admiring the nature, if it's talking on the phone, if it's looking at the internet, no worries. Just do that for yourself. If you are able to get away for a few days, do that. Get away from the situation for a few days if you feel like you have to live in it. If you feel like you don't have to live in it, move. Make a change. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be easy. It's not. And I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you life is too short to be unhappy. Don't be unhappy in a situation because any situation can change in an instant. And you don't want to look back on your life and say, why did I stay in this relationship this many years? Why did I do it? You don't want to say that and feel regret about wasting time because, you know, we don't have a lot of time here. We have, maybe 70 years? And when you reach your 50s, you realize, and deep into your 50s like I am, I'm going to be 56. I'm going back uphill to 60 that, I have 20 more years to live, maybe 25, maybe 30. You don't want to live with regret. Change it now. Love yourself enough to change your situation if you don't like what it is. And don't live in fear. Don't live in fear. Financially, Angie, I can't move. I can't change it. Okay, let's just say that's true. But maybe you could if you looked into it. Maybe, what if that's all you had to do was have to leave? So how would you financially handle it then? Or maybe you say, Angie, I'm just tired. I don't have enough strength to make a move or to leave. Well, you get rest. You get yourself rested up. And you start taking up for yourself. If someone's treating you ugly and bad and not nice in a relationship, start standing up for yourself and saying, look, I know I've taken this for the last ever how many years you've been married, but I'm not going to listen to it anymore. I'm done with it. Now, I may have allowed you to do this in the past, but I'm not allowing you to do this anymore. Because no one in this world deserves to be mistreated and treated ugly. Just remember that. Everybody has a purpose, and everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody deserves respect. Everybody deserves to be treated with kindness, especially with people they live with. You don't want to be treated bad by somebody that you live with on a daily basis. And I know this is a hard subject, but you know what? I feel like a lot of people are depressed because of the situation that they live in. You know, we can change that if we wanted to. Even if we couldn't actually move out of the situation, we can change our perception of the situation and start changing who we are and start talking positive things to ourselves and saying, we're not going to take this anymore. I know I have to live here. I cannot change that. But I'm going to look in the mirror every morning and I'm going to say, you're strong. You are worthy. You matter. I'm going to build myself up to the point where whatever anybody says to me in a negative way, I'm just going to look at them and think, well, you're crazy, because I'm not that person. I know who I am and know who you truly are inside and start living that truth. Don't be afraid to walk away, because people lose people every day. And I'm not talking about people dying. I'm talking about people that walk away from you. When they walk away, let them go. Let them walk. When you walk away, don't look back. Don't go back to enemy camp. Keep going forward. It may be hard for a little while, but keep moving forward. And I believe that someone will come along that was meant to come and help you or be with you or guide you, to support you. Even if it has to be yourself. And neighbor, I don't know who this is for, but I know this has been a hard conversation today. And just know, I love each and every one of y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. And I'm here to root you on, to encourage you, to admire you for being strong, to stand up for yourself. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. You are an individual and you matter. If you don't take anything else away from this neighborhood chat today, know that you matter. You count. You're not just sitting in the back and everybody else gets a number. You have to wait your turn. No. You step up and say, hey, it's my turn. I want a chance to speak. I want a chance to be somebody or change my life. You can do it. I know you can. And with that being said, neighbor, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it to the fullest. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. And I'll say it once again. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell so you'll know the next time I'm coming to you with one of these neighborhood chats. I know it hadn't been an easy one today. Also, comment. Comment on your situation that you got out of. You know, that you decided you weren't going to take it from anyone. You know, someone that was treating you ugly, that you stood up for yourself. When in the past, you never would stand up for yourself. And don't forget, tomorrow I'm having a live. I'm going live on my channel to give away our Amazon card. All right, neighbor. It's been so nice having you over today. Bye.